Hey everyone, your fishing friend and guide is back with an exciting forecast. Today, we're diving deep into the fishing conditions for October 9th, 2025 across beautiful Canada. Now, if you've been wondering if it's worth dusting off those rods, let me tell you, this day is shaping up to be truly special. We've got some fascinating insights into the weather, water, and fish behavior that could just make your next trip unforgettable. So, stick around, because I'm going to share some golden nuggets that might just lead you to your next trophy catch. First up, let's talk about walleye, my friends. In early October, these cunning predators are in full feed mode, bulking up for winter. You'll find them actively hunting around rocky points, submerged humps, and along the edges of weed beds, especially where baitfish are schooling up. The cooling water means they might be a bit deeper than summer, often in the 10 to 25-foot range, but they'll follow those baitfish into shallower areas at dawn and dusk. For tactics, I recommend vertical jigging with a 1/4 to 1/2 ounce jig, tipped with a live minnow or a soft plastic swim bait. Slowly troll crankbaits that dive to those depths, especially in natural baitfish colors. Remember, a slow retrieve is often key this time of year, letting that lure just tickle the bottom. Next, the aggressive northern pike. Fall is absolutely prime time for these toothy critters. With water temperatures dropping, they become incredibly active and are often found in greener weed lines, around fallen trees, and along sharp drop-offs. They're looking for a big meal, so don't be shy with your lures. Large spinnerbaits, suspending jerkbaits, and big spoons in flashy colors are excellent choices. Try casting parallel to those weed edges or over submerged structure. A slow, methodical retrieve with occasional pauses can trigger explosive strikes from these hungry monsters. They're trying to pack on calories, so subtle presentations can also trigger a strike if they're a bit finicky. And for you deep water enthusiasts, lake trout are becoming more accessible as the fall turnover progresses. This mixing brings oxygen-rich water to all depths, and the trout will be actively feeding in shallower areas near reefs and along underwater structure, pushed by the changing conditions. Look for them in 20 to 50 feet of water, often shadowing schools of cisco or whitefish. Vertical jigging with heavy spoons or tube jigs, or trolling with large crankbaits and spoons at varying depths, can be incredibly effective. The key is to cover water until you locate those active schools. Now let's look at the science behind our forecast. For October 9th, 2025, across much of southern Canada, we're expecting classic autumn weather. Air temperatures will likely hover around 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, 50 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, dipping to about 4 to 8 degrees Celsius, 39 to 46 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. While Canada is vast and conditions vary, early October often brings milder, stable conditions, and this year some regions might even experience lingering warmth, possibly reaching the low 20s. We're hoping for generally stable atmospheric pressure, which, in my experience, is a fantastic trigger for active fish. Expect light to moderate winds, potentially from the west or northwest, bringing that crisp autumn air. Precipitation looks to be on the lighter side for most, with more sunshine than average, meaning fewer storms, which is always good news for anglers. Water temperature is absolutely key this time of year, my friends. Canadian waters are undergoing or nearing the completion of their fall turnover, especially in larger lakes. This means the water column is mixing, distributing oxygen and baitfish throughout. Surface temperatures in many lakes and rivers will be in the range of 12 to 18 degrees Celsius, 54 to 64 degrees Fahrenheit, but deeper sections might be closer to 4 to 10 degrees Celsius, 39 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. These cooling but well-oxygenated conditions make fish very energetic and ready to feed as they prepare for the long winter ahead. And what about the moon, you ask? On October 9th, 2025, we'll be under a waning gibbous moon, illuminated at around 91 to 92%. It's just 2 days past the full moon, also known as the hunter's moon. Many anglers, myself included, believe that the period around a full moon, and especially during the waning gibbous phase, brings increased fish activity. The additional moonlight, particularly during twilight hours, can influence water movement and light, potentially making fish more active in their feeding. so the moon is definitely on our side for some exciting action. Considering all these factors, the cooling, well-oxygenated waters, the stable weather, we hope, and the influential moon phase, the overall biological activity of fish in Canada in early October is at a peak. This is the pre-winter binge phase, where almost all species, from panfish to apex predators, are aggressively feeding to build up fat reserves for winter. Baitfish are schooling in huge numbers, providing an all-you-can-eat buffet for larger fish. Salmon and steelhead are actively migrating, meaning they're focused on food and will often strike. Therefore, my honest assessment for October 9th, 2025 is an excellent to good bite. For most predatory species, with periods of aggressive feeding, the stable conditions and fish preparing for winter make it a fantastic day to be on the water. So there you have it, fellow anglers, my comprehensive forecast for October 9th, 2025. I truly hope these insights help you land that dream catch. Remember, get out there, enjoy the crisp autumn air, and respect our incredible Canadian waters. If you found this forecast helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more tips and predictions, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And tell me in the comments below, what are your favorite fall fishing memories, and what are you hoping to catch this season? Until next time, tight lines, everyone, and as we say, ni kvosta, ni cheshwi, which means no tail, no scales. A wish for good luck.